What's going on? Welcome back to the Boring Money Show. It's your host, Mr. Boring Money, here to help you stay calm, print money, and live life on your terms. Now, today we're going to be really just reflecting on the previous week and what I've been learning when it comes to finances, particularly when it comes to finances in a business. Now, what I want to do is clearly communicate that this is not financial advice by any means whatsoever. All I'm doing is sharing what's worked for me, some of the investment principles that I've learned over the years, and this is for pure entertainment purposes. If you're seeking financial advice, or if you have issues with your own portfolio, seek a financial advisor, somebody who's licensed and who's qualified to be able to meet you at your unique needs. This is just for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Been having a lot of conversations about business economics and business financing and things like that. And I think it's important to share it with you guys. I know you're here because you want to make money and have life on your terms. And a lot of you guys who are listening are entrepreneurs. One of the most important things you can educate yourself on is business finances and what do your financials need to look like as a business in order for you to be fundable, right? Now, you could be making money in your business, but a bank wouldn't touch you with a 9-foot pole simply because of the way that your financials are structured within the business. So one of those things you have to start considering is if you do have a business and you want to start looking at building your business credit and you want to be in a position where you can start exploring and tapping into financing with your business, I think you're going to find this episode very helpful, and a lot of these things are going to be able to be applicable to your personal finances as well. All right, and they kind of go hand in hand. So initially, your ability to be fundable with a business is going to start off the back of your personal financials. Right? What does your credit score look like? Are you financially stable and things like that? But what starts to happen is once you've kind of built enough history with a business, now it's all about how the business is financially, and it has nothing to do with you, right? You get access to 0% interest loans and 0% lines of credit and business credit that has nothing to do with your personal financials, doesn't report to your personal credit or anything like that. And it's really, really powerful. And that comes from taking time to think about your business's financials and putting the things in place early on to start to build your business credit and build a healthier business. All right, so one of the first things that you want to be able to do is actually get a Dun & Bradstreet number, right? You can go to, I think you can just go to dunandbradstreet.com or you can look it up, but you can go and get a Dun & Bradstreet number. And then the other thing you want to be able to do is you want to separate your personal expenses from your business expenses. And when you start doing that, what you want to do is show that the business is producing revenue independent of your personal income. So if you're making money on the side or whatever it is, show that the business is producing revenue independent of your personal income. And you need to show that the business is producing consistent revenue over an extended period of time. So this is where, for me, I had to shift my mindset because with my business, I like to collect as much cash up front as possible. But banks don't actually like to see a business that has a high influx of cash deposits and then a low influx of cash deposits the following months. Banks actually want to see a consistent, like either a gradual growth in cash deposits over time, right? Or just a consistent cash deposit over an extended period of time, right? And this is something that I have a conversation with my mentor about. And the importance of stacking return revenue and setting people up on internal payment plans and things like that, because it does make for a much more stable financial situation for a business. And it also allows your business to be a lot more investable, a lot more sellable, and a lot more fundable, right? So when you're thinking about your financials with your business, even if you are thinking about starting a side gig, here's one of the things that I would have done early on, knowing what I know now. I would have kept my 9 to 5, right? set up my LLC. And it's important. If you don't have an LLC, set up an LLC. Stop doing this nonsense with sole proprietorship and all that jazz. Like, set up a damn LLC, right? It's going to be really, really important to have the entity set up. What's going on? I wanted to take this time to quickly interrupt this video or this podcast. If you found this helpful and you're interested in getting started investing on the blockchain, we have an incredible program called the Boring Money System inside of our Wealth Sanctum. What we do is we'll guarantee you'll produce cash flow within the first 30 days of setting up your first digital cash flowing real estate on the blockchain, or you don't pay. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a link somewhere in the show notes for you to be able to apply and schedule a free strategy session where we can look at your portfolio, look at your financials, and figure out what would be the best and most efficient way to deploy capital on the blockchain to guarantee cash flow. Hope to see you on the inside. Back to the show. And then what you would do is you would enter a contractual agreement between you and your business, and you start taking a portion of your income and start paying it to the business, right? And because you're doing work for the business, or the business is doing work for you, whatever it is, and you start putting some money into the business, showing healthy deposits with that business, get a Dun & Bradstreet number for your business. And then what you'll do is let's say you do that for 3 to 6 months, right? And then you open up like, I forgot what those accounts are called. They're like authorized lines with the business where you're paying for specific services and things like that. A great website to go to is called nav.com. They'll give you a list of authorized lines that you can sign up for on behalf of your business that'll build your business credit. And so what you're doing is you're showing the business has a little bit of revenue. You're showing history with your authorized lines with the business. And then when you're ready and you want to seek funding to actually invest into an idea or start a product or launch your own line of product or manufacture whatever it is that you want, you've got 6 months worth of history. You can go to any bank, start with your local credit union. You can go to any of your local credit union, and they'll give you anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 in 0% line of credit or 0% loan for like the first 12 months, which is ridiculous. All right, so you take 6 months of your life, set up the LLC, set up the entity in a way where it's showing some type of revenue, and then you set up your authorized line to where you're using services on behalf of your business that's building up your business credit. And then when you find an idea or you find a product that you want to kind of go all in on, and you're ready to kind of really build a business, but you want to build it not using your own money, you want to be able to fund the initial start or your launch of your business with somebody else's money, i.e. the bank's money. Now you can approach these banks, local credit unions, Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, all these different banks, and get lines of credit, business loans with little to no interest, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So I hope you found that helpful. If you do have a business or an idea that you want to fund and things like that, start thinking like a business owner, start thinking like an entrepreneur, but start thinking like a bank when it comes to your business, and set it up in a way where you can show consistent revenue for the business. You're showing history with other vendors that are reporting to your business credit. You're showing history of successful payments and things like that. And then when you're ready to actually fund a business, you've done research, you've done your due diligence and found an opportunity that you actually want to invest in, or you found an opportunity that you want to start or use as a side hustle, what have you. Now you can get money from the bank and they'll be able to fund your dream and fund your new venture, and you don't have to come out of pocket for it. That's the powerful thing about it. So only in America can you find opportunities sitting right under your nose that most of you probably didn't even know existed. So hope you found this helpful. Like and share it with somebody who you know that is an aspiring entrepreneur, but feels like money is an issue as to why they can't achieve their dreams, because money is not an issue. You just don't know how to access money. And that's the real issue. If you can solve your ignorance when it comes to how to access capital, you'll be able to start and launch anything and not have that excuse anymore. So share that with them, and hopefully they find it helpful. Till next time, stay calm, print money, and have life on your terms. Juices.
If you found this video helpful, chances are you're gonna find a ton of value in our Boring Money community, where I'm in there live, actively sharing articles, market updates, and just educating you on what's going on in the market real time. So if you don't want to wait for another one of these episodes or another video training to come out, and you want to have live updates on what's happening in the market, go ahead and join the Boring Money community, where you can have access to us and be able to ask any questions that you want, and potentially even get featured in an episode. Till next time, hope to see you on the inside.